Hey, and welcome to this demo of WebinarFlow. Now with WebinarFlow, you're able to create live webinars, pre-recorded webinars, meetings, or live classes. To get started, simply select the event type, give your webinar a title, create a slug, so you can add here anything you like, set the time zone, and then select the date whenever you want to go live. Select the time and click on Create. So right now you successfully created your webinar and you can enter the details of your event. So in the description here, you're going to fill out the details and then you're going to hit Save. And for each tab at the top here, you can apply your own custom settings. Let's go to the registration page settings. Now on this page, you will be able to upload your own logo. You can change the header text, the color to match your own brand. So let's change it to blue. You see that? It changes to the color that matches your brand. You can also change the timer color. Here you can make this green, but let's change it back to blue. You can even upload your own background image to match your own brand. And also the overlay color, the transparency, the primary colors of your business. Everything changes in here. Also, you're able to allow GDPR settings on the registration page where you can fill out the information. This is filled in by default. Then once you're done, you can click on Full Preview to see the registration page, how it looks like on full screen. Once you're done, you need to click on Save Now to save each specific tab. On the thank you page, you're able to set the same settings and colors as the previous screen. On the video tab, you will be able to add a video to your registration page. Simply add the video URL and add the video, and now your video will be displayed on the registration page. Also, you'll be able to add social media links, tracking codes to track all of your visitors. So this means you could add your Facebook tracking code, your Google Ads tracking code. Everything can be managed in here on the thank you pages, the room pages, registration pages. You can track everything. Also, you will be able to create a social media preview. Simply select an image from your computer, enter the title and the description. Now WebinarFlow will share this image, title and description on social media when you share your share link to your webinar on social media. On the registration page, you will be able to fill out your own text lines. Let's say you want to have this in another language, then you can simply translate this and type this at the right side. The same thing for the thank you page. You can translate each and every text line to your own needs. On the emails tab, you will be able to write instant confirmation emails. Simply click on Write on Mail and you can change the default template that we've uploaded for you. Also, you'll be able to send out emails before the webinar starts and also invitation emails. You can modify them to your own needs. Also, you will be able to connect your own autoresponder. Simply select it from the list, and if you don't have an autoresponder, you can choose from a list of autoresponder connections provided by WebinarFlow. In the registration tab, you will be able to send invites to single persons. You could do a bulk invite by uploading a CSV file. Or you can invite registrants from a previous webinar. Once you're finished, click on Go Back, and now your webinar is automatically saved. Also, you can go to the live room immediately if you like to. Once back at the dashboard, you will now notice that your webinar has been saved to the dashboard. If you want to invite people to your webinar, you simply copy the registration link and send that to your subscribers. Once they open the link, they will see your registration page and they can register for your webinar. Back to the webinar, you can edit the current webinar or you can join the room to start your webinar. Once you've joined the room, you can connect your microphone, and once approved, you can start running your webinar. Now WebinarFlow comes with a lot of options. First of all, you're able to share your webcam. This will pop up a window where you can choose your camera. If you have multiple cameras, select the one that you want to use. You can set the quality, and also you're able to add a virtual background that will be added behind you. Once you've added the camera, your camera will now be shared with your attendees. You can also go full screen with the camera. WebinarFlow comes with a lot of options. For example, you can share your screen during your webinar. You can share your entire screen or a specific window. Simply select it, click share, and now you're sharing your window with your attendees. So every move you make, your attendees will see on the webinar. You can go over websites or whatever you would like to share on your screen, you can share with your attendees. If you also like to share your camera at the same time, simply select your camera again and start sharing. Now your camera will be on top of the screen sharing. If you want to stop sharing the screen, simply select the same button again and you can stop sharing the screen. Now it will go back to your first slide. Also, WebinarFlow comes with a whiteboard where you can type anything you want. Or if you want to do something else, you can choose from the menu. For example, you can add lines to your screen. You can also draw to your screen. Or maybe you want to add rectangles. You can do that as well. Or maybe a circle. Simply draw it on your canvas and it will be shared with your attendees. You can change the color or you can clear all annotations on your whiteboard. If you like to share presentations, you can upload your presentation to WebinarFlow. Simply select your presentation and upload your file. WebinarFlow will now upload your file to the webinar room, where it will be preparing the slides for you. Once the slides are ready, they will be displayed in your room. And you can go over the slides simply by selecting the arrows on the left and the right side. If you like to upload multiple presentations, you can do that as well and choose from the different presentations that you've uploaded. If you'd like to share an external video, that's also possible. Simply add the video URL and start sharing your new video. Now the video will be automatically shared with your attendees. If you like to stop the video, simply select Stop Sharing External Video. Now it will go back to your current presentation. WebinarFlow also comes with a chat option. Simply send messages to the chat and every visitor will see your message. They can also reply back into the same chat. If you like to record your session, simply click on Start Recording. Confirm that you would like to record, and right now your session is being recorded and stored on your dashboard once finished. And if you like, you can also pause the recording and resume later. Once you're finished with your webinar, you can end the meeting or leave the meeting. Once you've ended the section, you will be redirected to the next screen where you can also check the analytics of your webinar. Once you go back to your dashboard, you will be able to go to your recordings. It will take a while for your recording to be ready. But on the recordings page, you will be able to replay your webinar and you can send this to your registrants as well. Or you're able to download your session and upload it to another platform. If you like to do a pre-recorded webinar, it works exactly the same. Simply select pre-recorded webinar, upload your video, and select the date and time for your webinar to start. And that is what WebinarFlow is all about.